Take a deep breath, and for a moment, try to feel the texture of the air around you. Do you notice it feels denser, almost electric, as if an invisible voltage were running through every atom of your space? There is a reason why you sought this connection today. The Asthar Command is bringing a perspective on how the frequencies of 2026 are demanding a new engineering of the soul, and you, in your sensitivity, are the first to notice this urgency. For a long time within the spiritual journey, a technique was used that became a pillar for many, the creation of light bubbles. Perhaps you've heard of it, or perhaps it was something you did instinctively in moments of fear or exhaustion. The technique was simple: closing your eyes and visualizing a luminous sphere, usually white or golden, surrounding your entire body like a shield. For many sensitives, empaths, and therapists, these bubbles were the safe harbor that allowed them to walk through heavy environments without absorbing the world's pain. They served as a mental barrier against negativity and external chaos. But what we must understand now, with clarity and honesty, is that these bubbles were tools designed for an Earth that vibrated at a much slower frequency, the old 3D. What is happening today is that the planet's voltage has surged drastically. What used to be an efficient barrier now seems to leak energy. You may feel that even when trying to protect yourself, fatigue returns faster, or other people's emotions penetrate your field with disconcerting ease. This happens because that mental visualization, created only with the power of thought, can no longer keep up with the acceleration of fifth-dimensional light particles now bombarding the Earth. Ashtar Shield, which we will discuss today, is not a static wall like those old bubbles. It is a living, organic, and dynamic technology. It does not depend solely on your imagination, but on the integration between your biology, your heart, and the stellar frequency. The world has changed, and protection tools must evolve into something capable of adapting in real time, ensuring that your energy sovereignty remains intact, regardless of what happens in the external environment. If you have made it this far, it is because you feel the world in a way that most ignore. Many have labeled your high sensitivity as a weakness or a failure to adapt, but the Asthar Command wants you to see the truth: you are a high-precision biological sensor. The problem is that, until now, you were operating with defense mechanisms from the old density. In 2026, trying to just ignore the energies around you is like trying to hold back a storm with your hands. The exhaustion you feel is not physical fatigue, it is a processing overload. Because your field is vast and receptive, you end up absorbing the collective noise, the frequencies of fear, and the oscillations of the planetary transition. But understand this: the radar is not the problem, the lack of an intelligent filter is. Ashtar Shield transforms this vulnerability into sovereignty. We are going to stop trying to shrink your sensitivity to fit the world and start upgrading your protection technology so you can govern your own field. You are not a victim of your perception, you are the vanguard of what the human being is becoming. To understand how this new protection works, we must first demystify who is behind it. When we speak of the Asthar Command, we ask you to push away any image of external saviors or metal armies from space. We are, in essence, your stellar family, a collective consciousness of guardians acting to maintain the vibrational harmony of this sector of the galaxy. Imagine us as the engineers of light who oversee the integrity of the fabrics that make up the reality in which you live. Our function is not to intervene in your destiny, but to offer the necessary technical support so that you may fulfill your original purpose. Ashtar Shield is not something we impose upon you, it is a sacred partnership. We provide the frequency technology and support in the higher octaves, while you provide the anchoring and authority on Earth's soil. There is no hierarchy in this connection, there is cooperation. We are benevolent beings assisting your ascension, ensuring your energy field remains sovereign while you navigate unknown waters. By recognizing this partnership, you stop being an isolated soul trying to defend itself from chaos and become a conscious component of a galactic network of peace. We have reached a fundamental point in this transmission. In the universe of frequencies and galactic laws, nothing happens without your sovereign authorization. The Ashtar Command deeply respects your free will and your authority over your own biological and subtle body. For us to act in conjunction with your field, you must emit a clear signal of intention. In the quantum field, silence is interpreted as a state of waiting, but the physical action of writing is what anchors your will into matter. I invite you now to perform the first seal of this journey. By typing the command I am about to give you, you are sending an electrical pulse through your fingers that registers your choice in the network of light that sustains the planet. It is the moment to stop being an observer and become an active participant. Write now in the comments with conviction, I activate Ashtar's Shield in my reality. As you write, feel a slight change in the pressure around you. You have just opened the door for our frequency technology to begin aligning with your aura. You have taken the first step toward reclaiming your energy sovereignty. Now that permission has been granted, we must build the foundation. A stellar shield does not float in a vacuum, it needs an anchor in matter, and that anchor is your physical body. In a dynamic reality like that of 2026, grounding has ceased to be just a relaxation exercise and has become a technical necessity for survival. Imagine you are a tall building facing winds of change. Without deep foundations, the structure sways. The first step in activating Ashtar's Shield is what we call biological coherence. Close your eyes for a moment, even if you are in motion, and bring your attention to the soles of your feet. Feel the Earth's gravity. Now, bring your attention to the center of your chest, to your heart. The heart is the electrical generator of your shield. When you breathe rhythmically, your heart emits an electromagnetic field that the Ashtar Command uses as a carrier frequency for the layers of protection. If your heart is in a state of constant chaos or fear, the shield loses its bond, its glue. Heart coherence creates a radio signal so clear that our ships can precisely tune into your personal field. In this minute, as you breathe deeply, visualize sapphire blue roots of light emerging from your feet and connecting to the crystalline heart of the earth, while a golden flame ignites in the center of your chest. You are creating a closed circuit. You are no longer just imagining a protection, you are configuring your biology to sustain a higher voltage. This deep grounding is what prevents the emotional oscillations of the collective from knocking you down. You become the central pillar of your own reality, stable and unshakable, while the world around you transforms. With your biological foundation established, we now expand your field into what we call the multi-layered quantum bubble. Unlike the static protections we mentioned before, Ashtar's Shield operates at differentiated frequencies, like intelligent overlapping membranes. Imagine now your energy field expanding about 5 feet beyond your physical body. The first layer, closest to you, is the emotional coherence layer. It acts as a density filter. When someone projects anger, sadness, or manipulation toward you, this layer recognizes the frequency incompatible with your peace and transmutes it before it even touches your emotional body. You feel what happens around you, but you do not absorb the weight. The second layer is the collective mental protection layer. We are in 2026, a year where the collective thought waves are extremely agitated. This layer prevents generalized fear and narratives of chaos from penetrating your subconscious mind. It is here that the Ashtar Command inserts frequencies of clarity and discernment. Finally, the outermost layer is the quantum sovereignty membrane. This is your spiritual skin. It is sapphire blue, bright, and dynamic. It is not a wall, it is an interface. It allows light and love to flow in and out freely, but creates an insurmountable barrier to any intelligence or frequency that tries to drain your vitality. Feel this structure now. It breathes with you. It contracts when you need retreat and expands when you are ready to shine. You are now wrapped in a technology that does not just hide you from danger but highlights you as an invulnerable point of light. Now that the structure of your shield is configured, we must fill it with the substance that makes it truly impenetrable. The divine light of the great central Sunday. Ashtar Shield is not just a barrier, it is a purifier. Imagine, now, a cylinder of white diamond light descending vertically, passing through our support ships and entering directly through the top of your head. This light fills every gap, every crack that life's old battles may have left in your aura. At this very moment, as this light anchors in your field, it performs a scanning work. In 2026, interferences are not just emotional, they are also artificial and technological. This divine anchoring dissolves any parasite thought forms, any fear implants, or low vibration frequencies that try to attach to your energy to drain your vitality. Feel this light washing your shield from the inside out. By anchoring this light, you cease to be a target for the forces of chaos. Where there is full light, there is no shadow where interference can cling. You become a miniature sun. Ultimate protection comes not from fighting, but from the purity of your vibration. As this diamond light merges with the sapphire blue membrane of your shield, you reach the state of invulnerability. You are clean, you are sealed, and you are radiant. Nothing that is not of the same frequency of love and truth can coexist in this space you now occupy. You now carry a renewed structure of light, but stellar architecture needs one final touch: your word of authority. In the universe, authority is exercised through sound and the registration of intent. Many times throughout life, we give our power away without realizing it, by accepting others' fear, by allowing collective opinion to dictate our peace, or by feeling like victims of circumstances. Ashtar Shield requires you to reclaim the throne of your own existence. The moment has come to seal your energy sovereignty. This is not just a comment, it is a security code you install in your own reality. By writing it, you declare to all intelligences, visible and invisible, that your field is sacred and inviolable territory. It is the end of permission for any drainage or interference. Write now in the comments with the power of one who governs their own destiny: I am sovereign within my energy space. Feel the firmness this phrase brings to your chest. By registering these words, you are closing all remaining gaps. You are no longer asking for protection, you are exercising your divine right to be untouchable by chaos. Now that your shield is active and sealed, we must talk about practice. It is useless to have cutting-edge technology if you do not know how to operate it in the eye of the storm of everyday life. In 2026, you will be tested. You will enter places where density is high, malls, hospitals, tense work environments, or you will be bombarded by news and digital frequencies trying to fragment your peace. Ashtar Shield is not something you activate once and forget, it is a partnership that requires your conscious attention. Imagine your shield as software that learns from you. If you feel a sudden tug in your solar plexus, a fatigue that isn't yours, or irritation without reason, your shield is giving you energy feedback. It is warning you that there has been an attempted intrusion. In those moments, you don't need to panic. Just breathe, feel your grounding, and mentally say, Asthar Command, recalibrate shield now. In a matter of seconds, our support ships send a pulse of cobalt blue light that restores the integrity of your membrane. Also learn to use the shield on the internet. Before opening social media, visualize your shield becoming mirrored on the outside. This way, you consume the necessary information, but the negative emotional charge of the poster does not stick to your field. You are learning to be a sovereign observer. You are in the world, but not of the world. This daily maintenance is what separates the survivor from the master. Practice recalibrating when you wake up and before you sleep. Turn your protection into a habit as natural as breathing. We have now reached a much higher understanding of why all this is happening. This shield you have activated is not just for your personal comfort or to make you feel lighter in your daily life. In 2026, your energy sovereignty is a fundamental and strategic piece in the great puzzle of planetary transition. You must understand that you function as a frequency stabilizer for the Earth. The planet is going through unprecedented vibrational turbulence, and every soul that manages to keep its field clean and protected acts as an anchoring pillar for the incoming light. When you are protected and at peace, your electromagnetic field does not just defend you, it emits a constant wave of harmony that calms the chaos around you, even if you don't say a single word. You become a healthy cell in an organism that is trying to heal itself. Often, in moments of discouragement, you wonder what your true purpose is amidst so many global shifts and collective crises. The Ashtar Command tells you today, your first and most urgent purpose is to keep your light pure and unshakable. A single sovereign soul, who does not allow itself to be contaminated by fear or manipulation, has the vibrational power to balance thousands of others who are still lost in the noise. Your peace is not a selfish luxury or an act of isolation, it is a sacred service rendered to humanity. By protecting your own vibration with Ashtar Shield, you are, in fact, protecting the future of life on this planet. You are the vanguard, the beacon that stays lit while the storm passes. Feel the honor and responsibility of being that stable point of light in a constantly changing world. What you receive today is not an isolated event, but the beginning of a new way of walking upon the earth. The 2026 planetary awakening is not for those who wait passively, but for those who assume mastery over their own frequency. The Ashtar Command is by your side, but the maintenance of your temple is a daily task. The discipline of light is not an obligation, it is the loving care of your manifestation channel. Your next steps involve discernment. Begin to observe where you direct your attention. If a piece of content, a conversation, or an environment makes your shield vibrate in alert, respect that signal. Do not plan too far ahead, the new world is built in the now. Maintain the recalibration practice we taught and seek continuous self-development. You are being prepared for even deeper levels of collaboration with the stellar fleet. Remember, the strongest light warrior is not the one who fights against the darkness, but the one who keeps their lamp lit regardless of how dark it may seem outside. You are the captain of your field. We have reached the peak of our transmission. Feel, for a moment, the difference in the atmosphere around you and the peace that now dwells in your center. You are no longer the same person who started this video. You now carry the invisible armor of the righteous, Ashtar's Shield, integrated into your own biology and sealed by your sovereign will. What is coming need not be feared, for you now vibrate an octave above the chaos. You are a beacon of stability in a sea of change. To permanently seal this eternal partnership with the Ashtar Command and your stellar family, we will perform the final decree. This is the guardian seal, the commitment that you will walk upon the earth as a representative of light, protected and guided by the celestial fleets. Right now, with all the strength of your soul, I walk under the protection of the Stellar Command. And so it is. Feel the warmth and security surrounding you now. Know that from this moment on, wherever you go, we will be there. The victory of light is not a promise for the future, it is the reality of your now. Go in peace, Master of Light. The transmission is closed in form, but the connection is eternal. We are the Ashtar Command, and we salute the light that dwells within you.